Our school is so full on. I think that I look forward to like this hour of yoga, even though it's just an hour once a week. I look forward to it so much. On Wednesdays, like excited, oh, I got yoga today. Like you definitely feel like your mood is elevated, much more positive. Like you've given yourself an hour to think.
Way of giving a different explanation to your emotions.
Okay.
So instead of having you're feeling like this because this is why.
All the things at school or at home, I can just relax.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like I'm in a different place,
Okay.
not in a stressed environment. Then I can take my mind into a different place where I'm not stressing if I'm going to fail or get it wrong.
It inspires positive thoughts in you, and even during practice, if you are feeling more negative thoughts or less enthusiastic, it's still good to think about what you're feeling.
Focusing on your breath going through your body and how your body feels instead of focusing on whatever is stressing me out.
Yeah.
So at night, if I lie in a certain position, sometimes I copy the positions from the yoga class
Yeah.
and then I'll lie there and then I'll zone out and fall asleep.
I feel like it's helped me relax quite a lot. The Shavasana, as I
Yeah.
said before, and really helps to wind down and like take my mind off things.
I feel really relaxed but also quite energised as well, but not in a stressed way, which is really good because a lot of life outside of the mat is really stressful.
I feel like when we're in the lessons and then you talk us through why we're doing it, I find that I take that out the lesson as well because I think back to what you said and why it's beneficial.
Okay.
As yoga teaches you to like delve into the emotion and like try and figure out what's causing that. Instead of blaming it on something, you can really try and find and understand what's making you feel that way.
It gives a more kind of rounded reason, and it's a nicer way of looking at your emotions and being able to understand why you're feeling in that way and that at that particular moment.
Face isn't too like the space between conscious and unconscious.
And you've been doing your crow pose?
Yeah. Really rewarding when you do finally do a pose that you've been struggling with for ages.
I think the poses are a really good way.
Okay.
And having a pose which you feel secure in, and you can go to that whenever you are feeling slightly insecure or have anxiety about an issue. You
Yeah.
can have that to fall back to.
Sometimes when I'm not like worrying about something, I tend to go to a bit of the meditating.
Eventing can be quite stressful because it's a very high pressure environment, so sometimes it's good just to use some of the breathing exercises, just like before I go into the ring or just after, just to relax and like calm down.
Fencing. After that, I do a bit of yoga to calm down.
Yeah.
Because it's different from other exercises where you're running, which are more tiring. There are the restorative poses, which are a nice way of having time to yourself.
Some of the exercises to like wind down before bed, or if I'm feeling a bit stressed out and I just want to get into a comfortable position. Also like breathing exercises if you can't get to sleep, or if I'm feeling kind of like stressed out, just to like help me unwind.
If I've got an exam coming up or it's just been a stressful day, then the breathing exercises are really good because you can do it anywhere. You can just stop and like reflect in on yourself, which has been really useful. I know like if I'm feeling tense or something after a ride, I can just stretch out and it's been really useful.
Yeah. It was quite action-packed and there's always things going on, so it is a good way to just shut out everything. I think before there's a kind of wider range of emotions or going all over the place, and then afterwards everything's more controlled.
On our school trip, after our glacier hike, we felt like we needed a good stretch, so we did some yoga.
And it's both really challenging and also really relaxing at the same time. More flexible than I thought I was.
Yeah. Probably, and stronger as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the best thing about it is the way it surprised me. Like I was like, oh, yoga, I'll just give it a go. But then like now I've been able to like reflect in on myself, and like if I'm feeling a certain way, I can be like, oh, why am I feeling like this? And it's given me a better understanding and knowledge of myself, like physically and mentally, which has been really good.
So essentially on the senior games programme we've got over 300 pupils at the same time who are doing games, and we actually found that participation rates were down a little bit, and through investigation found out that not everybody was necessarily enjoying their games program as much as we would have liked them to. That competitive nature of some sports is not suitable for everybody, and can we find activities that will want them to turn up and very much see it as of benefit to them, both from a physical and an emotional point of view. So yoga was the activity that we chose, and I think if we look at participation rates and dropout now, they've improved markedly in just a year. You can see some of the benefits that it's having on some of our pupils. With the stresses that are in place now with GCSEs, A-levels, choices at universities, can we provide an hour a week, and that's all it is, an hour a week where they can not think about their academics, not think about stresses that they might have at home, and really just take their mind off things, allowing them to come out of that hour in a better place. And that, I think, also from a time management point of view often helps. I think sometimes we get requests, can I miss games because I've got X and Y to do, and after that hour you'll probably be in a better place mentally, be able to get on with that work, and I think the yoga is a prime example of that. So it's actually managing their time better, but rather than taking games out, I can understand if that was rugby and they weren't a rugby player, but we as a school need to provide a scheme of work that is suitable for all students at the school. And that's where yoga and other activities, fitness week and so on, becomes really important.